哦，Hello 857啊，哦，Hello 苏端啊，对，昨天，前天我已经打完了哥布林营地。对，我打完哥布林营地之后，这些提夫林就要离开了。对，因为这边安全之后，他们这些提夫林就要离开这个地方，所以看现在现在这边几乎都没人了，因为确认那个哥布林被打死之后，这边人就都要离开了，这样子。对，然后我先看看跟哈尔星讲讲话。就是那个哈尔星就直接回到这边来了。哦，他们在吵架，一来就看到他们在吵架。
You took it upon yourself to undertake the rite of thorns. I ought to exile you from this place forever. Instead, I shall listen to the explanation that you owe me.
I owe you nothing. Goblins swarmed us like roaches while you stumbled after the past. You chose to abandon us. I chose to protect us.
Silence! The rite has been ended. I will allow you to stay, but consider yourself a novice anew. You have forgotten the ways of the druids, our place in the natural order. You shall learn it all once again, right here. Backslide, and nature's fury will crush you.
As you wish, Master Halsin.
其实严格来说，卡哈某方面他这么做是有他的立场啦，他是想要保护德鲁伊族，虽然他做的是有点过火。
She shows great insolence, but time will humble her, and the Grove still needs her. You will soon see why. But enough of that for now. I owe you my thanks. The Grove stands. Nature prevails. And again, I am in your debt. Speak to Wrath. He will reward you for your efforts.
我先存一个。
Tomorrow morning,
豆腐安啊。
we shall discuss what is to come.
哦，所以可能还要再长修一次啊。
Your path will soon take you away from the Grove, I feel. Your efforts will not be forgotten. Believe me, it is. The span of a mortal life isn't enough to grasp the importance of this place. Its roots touch everything. The journey to Moonrise Towers, and all the dangers that entails. But that's tomorrow's problem. Take some time for yourself tonight.
所以他告诉我要先去休息，然后出发下一段剧情。好吧，先去休息好了。那个。
Soldier.
好，我先问一下，我先问卡拉克的一些问题。他身体里面好像有装一个什么火焰装置吧？所以导致卡拉克好像没办法碰其他人。他碰其他人可能那个，就是他全身都是火，他没办法轻易碰其他人。他好像有这个设定啊。
I'll tell you all about it after we've taken down those paladins I'm after. Believe me, it's worth the wait.
还要解决这个圣骑士的问题啊。
Let's hope Damon is as good as he seems. Once my engine's handled, I can focus on more important matters. Tadpoles, cults, thrusty pints.
That's the short of it. Bloody thing's been in overdrive since I left Avernus.
Gives me energy. Power. But you've seen it in action. Very hard to control. If I'm excited at all, angry, nervous, delighted, enticed, I burn hot. Hot enough to burn anyone who gets close. Agonizing. God's what I wouldn't give for a hug. A pat, anything. You've never met anyone so desperate for a hug as this one right here. Pathetic perhaps, but true. It's my lot to bear, and I bear it badly. Ah well, can't have it all, can you? Not today, at least.
哦，对，所以他的那个，他体内那个装的引擎没办法，体内装那个地狱引擎让他全身着火，没办法轻易爆人。不是啊，可是我也很怀疑，为什么衣服都没，为什么衣服没着火？他在卡拉克身上的衣服都没着火，我也不知道为什么，也不知道为什么。不过如果他衣服着会着火更惨了，这样子卡拉克就这样卡拉克就只能全裸，真惨。帮我素材的衣服嘛。看伙伴有没有其他特殊对话，没有的话我就直接进入那个长修。
What can I do for you, my? I had a dream last night. A vivid one. And so did you, judging from the way my tadpole is tingling. Someone came to me and promised to protect me while claiming that the parasite could empower me. Tempting as these powers sound, we should recognize this dream for what it is, the tadpole's little trick. No good ever came from trusting a honey-tongued stranger. Well said. This dream figure is no friend to us.
也就是说，所有人都做一样的梦，超诡异，所有人都做一样的梦。
Gleg. I had a dream. As we all... Someone came to me and promised to protect me while claiming that the parasite could... The parasite has taken root, it would seem. Every word, every promise. It is gate deception. A wise choice. These parasites are a threat to be destroyed, not an opportunity to be exploited.
对，每个态度不一样，像那个莱泽尔跟那个威尔就觉得那些寄生虫的力量不可以相信，但是阿斯泰伦不一样，阿斯泰伦觉得可以试试啊。这代人的想法就跟他们不一样，他觉得那个可以试试看，所以还会跟主角要求说可以把那个蝌蚪让给他看看吗？他的那个想法就跟他们不一样。
Go ahead. I'm listening.
好啦。有了，开趴了，开趴了，那个。
No, an owlbear.
他们这些提夫林就会全部来到营地里了。
Patience? Have you no respect for showmanship?
Having performance issues, Roland?
Hush you, and behold! Adoring applause? You're too kind.
Remember when he could barely cast that?
They grow up so fast.
Never have I met such troglodytes. Now, pass the wine.
Are Roland and Leah actually getting along? I know you cut down a horde of goblins, but this is far more impressive.
Look at them. How happy they are. We did that. Yeah. Don't tell Roland, but his magic show might be the highlight. He's been doing them since we were little. He'll make it big in Baldur's Gate. I know it.
他们三个人是青梅竹马咯，他们这三个是青梅竹马是不是
An adoring crowd, fine wine. I dare say this place is almost civilized.
Not at all. But perhaps Leah had a point. What is the point in blades and spells if we don't use them? Though we won't need either soon. As Leroican's apprentice, I'll take care of everything.
Think of it. No more caves, no more tents. We'll be in a city with roads and markets.
对，他们这些人全部都是去博德之门。如果跟他们对话，你会发现他们这些人全部都要去博德之门。所以博德之门是一个什么城市吗？是台湾几乎所有的目标都要去博德之门就是了。
Ah, hells. I was hoping you wouldn't notice I was gone. Really? I'm honored. In truth, I don't feel in a festive mood, and I didn't want to cast a grey cloud over the night. These people are still in danger. 1,000 perils will still threaten them. They aren't ready to get on the road on their own. You're good at it. You've given me some just by being here. But, off with you. This is your day. Have a dance. Enjoy the music. Some time alone beneath the stars, and I'll be back to my old self. Promise. Still, it's a night to remember. You've made sure of that.
我有一个人在这边耍自闭，耍自闭的威尔。
Look at them all. Guzzling poison like we've the right to be happy. Not everyone. We lost people, and it's like they don't even care. But I care. And I won't drink myself into a stupor to change that.
好了，先一路跟那个伙伴说说话。那个
I need to dance! No. No, I need to lie down.
Sherry! That's infernal for cheers. Or possibly turnip.
Thank you.
There's that confidence I like. I thank you for seeking me out. Amid all this merriment, I wasn't sure we'd have a chance to speak this evening. I was hoping you'd spare me a moment. There was something rather magical I wished to show you. A lesson. And trust me when I say few have experienced the pleasure I offer to teach. However, it's something best experienced in more intimate surrounds. Once the revelry is ended and the stillness of the night has been restored. For now, please enjoy the celebration. When it is done, I will show you all.
好啊，是准备要约会的潜台词。哎，那个，哎，这家伙还在这，这家伙应该是赖在营地不会走了。
Aha! There you are! Come now. I do hope you have partaken of something bracing. This may well take us all night. Why, you're naming, quite obviously. That ballad was but a crude preview, a frame without its crowning jewel. Your nom de guerre. Something iconic, but not too much of a mouthful. We don't want to exclude the common folk after all. I intend this tale to enrapture all.
哥布林杀手，这是哪个？这个名字好像用过了，感觉不太行。树丛守护者，这听起来好像太普通了，很 low 啊。那个牛肉面披萨，现在大家都喜欢搞那套啊，什么酸菜牛肉面披萨吧，还有加卤蛋。现在很多人都喜欢搞那种，很喜欢搞这些奇特噱头啊。这哥布林杀手已经有用过啊。
A wonderful one indeed. But your deeds loom larger than life now, my friend. You simply must have a title to match. Far too much? This is the very problem. If you could set aside your many triumphs, carry out one defining act, not to belittle your achievements to date, of course, but besting a dragon, a giant, a god, perhaps? I must deliberate. Go. Enjoy your evening. I shall have work for you in the days to come.
下午到底在干嘛？
Go on now. Don't waste a night like this talking to me. We'll discuss your problem tomorrow. Later, perhaps. Don't worry about me. A night under the stars amidst nature's creation is just what I need after being locked up in the goblin's dungeon. Go on, enjoy yourself. Seek out some wine before it runs dry. There are a lot of thirsty people around here.
不过我觉得牛肉面披萨比起那个，猪血糕正常多啦。上次那个猪血糕还比较诡异，牛肉面至少你还可以当成是牛肉披萨。
You have no idea how good it feels to see these people smiling. The singing we could probably do without, but even so.
哎，话说如果这时候开始演奏的话，这时候开始演奏会不会有一些特殊剧情之类的？好像没有，算了，这开心的。
I like these people. They're joyful. It's contagious.
狗狗超开心。
You know, I never pictured myself as a hero. Never thought I'd be the one they'd toast for saving so many lives. And now that I'm here, I hate it. This is awful.
就是一个噱头啊，反正都是一个噱头，有没有？之前还有那个什么肉圆也是，那个还有什么进阶巨人披萨，虽然我觉得那个味道看起来很劲爆，但是味道就，不过我是没有兴趣尝试就是了。
Enjoy myself? There's a worm in my brain. I'm surrounded by idiots, and all I've got to drink is wine that tastes like vinegar. That means I have to survive tonight. And this party. All I want is a little fun. Is that so much to ask? But the hell's sex, passion, fun. Well, it's easy for some, of course. You and Gale seem to be getting on very well. I wonder if he uses magic in the bedroom. That could go very well, or very badly. No, my love, I'm not jealous of the walking encyclopedia. But you go ahead. Have fun.
哎，我就觉得这游戏对话做抄袭，因为我先跟盖尔讲话，我跟他说，哦好，我让主角先跟盖尔讲话，他说好啊，晚上看看要不要一起看什么魔法之类的，然后接着你再跟那个阿塞尔讲话，阿塞尔会说，你居然想跟盖尔出去，那个人心字典。会因为你跟那个角色不同的对话顺序有不同的对话，就有些分歧对话做抄袭。
This might be the wine talking, but I'm feeling inspired. Thinking of writing my next song about you. But I need an angle. Any ideas? But of course, you achieved something far beyond mere fact. That deserves to be remembered. your song was coming along.
I have seen the Kithraki tear a screaming Neogi's legs from its belly to fashion into blades. Yet, they could not match your nerve today. It was enough to drive me to madness. I smell their blood on you still. I smell your moisture. How torturous for us both that I'll never get a taste. Oh, but do enjoy yourself this night.
为什么每个人都
To myself. Will looks particularly tempting.
你威尔看起来特别诱人，你是想要对威尔下手吗？你小姐，你刚说那句话，意思是想对威尔下手，是不是？这小姐有点危险啊！
You came through for us. That's a change from most adults I know. And that sounds like the wine drowning your wits. Go on, enjoy yourself. I've squirreled away a few extra bottles. When the barrel's tapped out, I'll be there to save the night. For a price, of course.
这个小鬼也来了。是上次那个。
Go on, enjoy yourself.
是上次那个找到他马上就跑的小鬼。哎，我还有跟谁没说过话？影星吗？哦，对。哦，还有卡拉克。
Would you look at this place? All these people happy because of. It's nice to be somewhere where good is still possible. Take you and Gale, for instance. Don't think I haven't noticed the sparks flying. He's a good egg. A little scholarly for my taste, but I'm sure you could crack his spine like a new book. Good to see the two of you getting along anyway. At least one of us is getting a little action. Though, you know, if you wanted to meet up later, maybe we could meet up later.
这小姐也很直接。嗯，好啦，不过嘛，我现在就先略过她。
I know, but you only live once, and if you never throw your dart, you'll never hit the bullseye. Thank you for noticing.
你我上床现在。
Not if I enjoy you first. Enjoy the party. And enjoy so-and-so too while you're at it. For now.
为什么这边？为什么？哎，上次那个来了者马上也是跟主角说，你要不要跟我？你要不要跟我在一起啊？那时候我马上说，不用了。而且那时候是一开始的时候，我觉得最想要最快想要跟主角发生关系的就是那个来了者，他超快，他是所有人里面最快的。我大概就是连休息都还没休息的时候，你跟他对话，他马上就说，我们下一次要不要就上了？他回答超快。
Everyone seems to be in high spirit. I saw you with Gale. You two looked cozy. Far be it from me to judge. Blood must still be running a little hot after everything. Strange. You know who I never thought I'd find myself caring for? I think you'll find I've been showing ample concern for myself since the moment we met. I mean, desperate people. Like those refugees. Never gave them much thought. Certainly not that bunch in the grove. Yet we came through for them. We saved their lives. Odd. That's more easily said by some than others. But nobody's here to debate right from wrong.
Shadowheart trails off and glances around at the party. She turns back to you, mildly surprised you're still there.
I thought you might have wanted to mingle with the others.
嗯，这边你可以开始选要跟谁在一起。听说好像一次可以2个吧，还是3个？好像最多只有2个。我已经私底下把一些人的那个，这边可以触发第一次恋爱事件啊。我已经私底下把一些人的恋爱事件都看过了。这边已经就可以开始选了。然后这边影像会问你说，那你想不想跟我在一起之类的？这游戏就是不管你主角是啥性别、啥职业还是啥的，如果你想的话，是跟所有人都可以在一起啊。所有人都是双性恋，对。某方面这点是挺自由的啦。不过我这次先选盖尔路线好了，因为老实说，因为盖尔是我最常挖出去的队伍，对，他是我最常挖出去的成员。影星嘛，我真的不常带他出来呢。那个，那当然，因为这游戏自由度很高啦，所以说你看你要跟谁在一起，这还蛮多选择的。好吧，先看看这个，先看看这个档。这个自动选择还蛮方便的。这个
Buzz of celebration quiets to a soothing hum as you approach your bunk. Though you seek repose, you needn't spend the night alone. There is one who yearns for you in the dark. Who will you seek?
好吧，就看你前面直接选谁就会是谁。我大概私底下看过，影星也看过。啊，因为我找阿斯戴尔，他就真的直接上床，超快的。不过最快的应该是莱尔哲，莱尔哲是在这个事件之前他会来找你，也是超快。
Your heart skips a beat. What treasures might this night?
盖尔影星是没那么快，盖尔影星是就是跟你聊天啊，晚上就跟你聊天而已。
Oh. My, you startled me. I, was miles away. For the seldom purpose of prayer, Mystra commands all magic. Salvation, if such a thing exists, is hers to bestow or withhold. And yet even now, more than I fear losing my own self and soul, I fear losing my command of her art. Magic is my life. I've been in touch with the weave for as long as I can remember. There's nothing like it. It's like music, poetry, physical beauty, all rolled into one and given expression through the senses. Is it the same for you?
我会选盖尔，是因为他很多跟他的世界很多吟游诗人专属的台词，那这很多吟游诗人职业跟他专属台词在这一段剧情里面。
Fair enough. Though in the end we're still playing the same composition. Perhaps I can show you what I mean by reaching into the weave together. Then follow my lead. Now you.
A familiar feeling, like a kind word and a kind touch at the same time. It's warm and comfortable.
Excellent. Now, repeat after me. Athran Mistraril Kantrak Eo。
你要是还可以再加个表演。
Ah, yes. The scent of rosewater and a sense of well-being. A sliver of weave that tastes sweet on the tongue.
Very good. Now, I want you to picture in your mind the concept of harmony, as true as you can.
You see, or is it sense, the unmistakable presence of Mystra, the Lady of Mysteries. There's something like the anticipation of a kiss, then the pleasure of being cloaked in peace. You are safe. You are nestled in the cup of Mystra's hand.
You did it! You're channeling the weave. How does it feel? Oh, I know.
The weave connects you. The moment feels intimate. You realize the weave is making you one. You have but to imagine your desire, and Gale will know it.
分享食物跟友情，想象一脚踢他肚子上，想象他脑袋被顶在肩装上。我觉得这是要整他吧？下面两个选项是要整他。哎，我这边先存一个档，看不同选项会有什么不同的那个反应。我先选，我5个选项先选一下，我先选下面这个。我刚刚应该存了吧？有，好。
Gods! What on earth made you picture that?
The weave evaporates, and as it does so, you realize the night feels suddenly cold and lonesome.
I'm going to bed.
马上变成一切都是个错误了。好，算了，这个没办法，这个不行。算了，那个选项超煞风景的，我看下倒数第2个选项应该也差不多。马上跟你说在一起这是个错误，拒绝超快。
You realize the weave is making you one.
I didn't think.
You perceive quick-fire gusts of embarrassment, trepidation, and finally, elation.
Sorry, I wasn't expecting. But it is a pleasant image, to be sure. Most pleasant, in fact. Most welcome.
The weave evaporates, and as it does so, you realize the night feels suddenly cold and lonesome.
Oh. There it goes. How easily things slip away from us, no matter how hard they were in the obtaining. Good night. I enjoyed sharing a moment of magic with you.
I trust you enjoyed your evening. After all your efforts, it was well deserved. It may be some time before you're afforded another such night. There is much to be done, and I promised I would help you however I could. I'm certain a cure for you can be found at Moonrise Towers, but it's complicated. The journey specifically, it's extremely perilous, though it seems you're well accustomed to navigating danger. I won't be held accountable just because you're naive enough to expect easy answers. Now, allow me to continue. To get to the towers, you'll need to pass through a terrible place. A cursed place. This curse shrouds everything in shadow. You will not find life, light, or anything natural there. Any who linger are twisted by the curse. They become shadow beings, tormented, dangerous souls.
哎，等一下，这是怎样？为什么画面会显示一个植物盖住主角的那个脸啊？这是啥？故意的吗？
You could go overland, along the Risen Road or through the mountains. Easier at first, but you'll run into the Shadow Curse eventually. You could also go under. There is a tunnel somewhere in the ruined Temple of Selûne. It leads to Moonrise Towers through the Underdark. Long ago, a man called Ketheric Thorm built a secret stronghold deep down there, before rallying a whole army of Dark Justiciars, Shah worshippers. Aradin and his lot were looking for a way down there. They were promised riches if they retrieved a relic called the Night Song. But I think there's more. From this stronghold, Ketheric's forces could access both the Temple of Selûne and Moonrise Towers. But he was defeated before he could launch an attack. If you can find this place, I'll wager it will reveal a more direct path to Moonrise Towers. And maybe even bypass the worst of the Shadow Curse.
哦，他说的是那个有一个支线叫暗夜之歌，那个是在那个哥布林地的下面，哥布林地下面一个地道，不然就是走陆路，陆路是从那个晋升之路，就是从那个上面的那个路线直接往上走。啊，反正我两条路线都会走走看啊，而且这边还有一些任务还没解。
You'll need to pick it up where Aradin left off. Find the hidden entrance. It's somewhere in the Temple of Selûne. Anything is preferable to risking the Shadow Curse. I would like to join your camp, if you'll allow me. I can offer my skills, my counsel. I've long sought to return to Moonrise Towers. It seems our fates have aligned. Unfinished business, and a lifetime of regret to repair. I helped overthrow Ketheric Thorm and his Dark Justiciars years ago, but I failed to prevent him from unleashing darkness across the region before he was defeated. I spent years researching the curse, trying to put an end to it. Nothing has worked. Yet, if I can join you and get close to Moonrise, perhaps I can lift this curse. Same as you may find a cure for your infection. May Sylvanus guide us.
哦，有了，那时候那个哈尔星就会跟着加入了。现在就两条路线可以选，一个从一个山口去月出之塔，再来一个是地底的入口。
Oakfather's blessings to you.
为什么现在背景都会有这个啊？为什么背景都会有这个树丛啊？奇怪。
Hopefully, I've chosen a successor as first druid, Francesca of the High Forest. I sent a bird to summon her. Wrath has promise, but he's not ready yet. The Grove needs experience and a strong hand. The Grove needs to move beyond the mistakes of the past. What it needs is an unknown quantity. An outsider who can enforce the Oakfather's teachings without bias. This is why I chose Francesca. She will restore simplicity and purity to the grove in my absence. Indeed. I studied one up close. Closer than most would care to be to those things. A drow attacked me and I defended myself. Afterwards, I was able to examine the tadpole that emerged. Hideous, but fascinating. Like nothing else in nature, I'm glad to say.
对啊，为什么这个树丛好碍眼啊？为什么会挡在画面正中央啊？
Well, there's hardly anyone left to share the responsibility with. Few who witnessed the fall of Moonrise still draw breath. What Ketheric Thorm unleashed is not something that nature can undo by itself. I must do what I can. I studied the Shadow Curse for years, but to truly understand it and stop it, I must reach its source.
所以哈尔辛的目的是想要清除这个诅咒吗？
Perhaps, but we'll need to get
所以他
closer
这
before
时候
I
就会
can
暂
put
时
my
跟主角
theory
一起
into
行动。
practice. Put it from your mind for now. Once we near the curse, then there will be more to be said. Miss it? Oh dear, no. It's a terrible burden. Takes you away from nature and forces you to deal with others' problems and personalities. Be wary of anyone who actually wants such a role, I say. Likely they don't understand it, or they have ill intent. I'm just glad to be out here amidst the Oakfather's creations.
他反而觉得，终于可以摆脱这些麻烦事了，真爽。他看起来好像更快乐的样子。
There are few things that are too strong for me. And cast those regrets aside. You did not get caught up in the moment. You seized it. In other circumstances, I would have done the same. A bad impression. Impossible. With such stimulating company? Never better.
哈尔辛的能力哦，我要他入队吗？
You wish to speak?
怎么又重复？我要怎么邀他入队？我是蛮想看他能力的，但好像没有邀他入队的选项啊。
Well met.
对啊，怎么只有这个选项啊？
Miss it. Beware. I'm just glad to be out here amid.
所以他就只是在这个营地里面吗？
Tell me, what can I do for you? Oh, I was surprised, but pleasantly so. Just like I said, amid the madness that has befallen us, it seems almost out of place to think of a kiss. And yet, now more than ever, it's important to recall what makes us human. Well, you know what I mean. A stolen glance, that sudden heartbeat. Sometimes the little things are worth more than kingdoms. They promise things to come. I assure you it's not. Don't get me wrong, you did well. The somatic component, the verbal component, even the focus on the inner self that invites Mistra in. But I was still your conduit. To perform such a feat alone requires much and arduous study. Yet it is life's most worthy pursuit in my impartial, if not humble opinion.
对，盖尔就是魔法控。简单来说，他就是魔法控。好，我想一下，我先叫尹欣加入我，然后请他施展那个支援术给我。
What's on your mind? Oh, come on. You don't. Oh, fuck.
卡克说：“那我就在这里吃土吧。等一下，我再让你回来呀。那个。”
Almost pleasant traveling with company, if you ignore all the less pleasant. All right, some com.
我需要尹欣帮我施展一下法术啊，那个。
What's next?
该等那个队友全部出来的时候再施展那个。反正我给隐性的招全部都是那个支援用的，全部都是用来支援的。
All right, what now?
I wasn't expecting it. If you're sure. Fine.
Hey, soldier. Fuck yeah.
嗯，哎，卡拉克有特殊剧情哦，那个。
So, hey, we've got this soul coin, right? Thing is, I think I can use it. My engine can, anyway. Zariel used to top me up every now and again when she wanted me to go after an especially wicked target. Sort of. Next time we find ourselves toe-to-toe with something we want to squash, drop a coin in. See what happens.
哎，所以那个灵魂钱币是用在小姐身上的。我之前拿到那些东西，我都不知道是干嘛的，原来丢在小姐身上的。这小姐是拿人类灵魂当燃料是吗？然后她是怎样把那个硬币投她身体里面？
Well, it's not the kind of thing I'd like to squander, see? A soul coin is a precious thing. Better used to fight evil than show off. But trust me, next time we're facing something nasty, I'll be all over him.
哦，是小姐是来跟主角那个说一下那个钱币的功能。原来灵魂钱币投他身上的，太神奇了吧！
You think you saved us? You just prolong. Sooner or later.
我说啥？哎，我看一下，然后这边，哎，那么之前有个拉丝的剧情嘞。
Free of the goblins. The days ahead won't be.
没有，原来哈尔星要跟主角一起走了。我先看一下里面有没有什么变化好了。
You done it. You brought Halcyon back. Thank you. No, thanks is not enough. May Sylvanus bless you for all your days. I cannot imagine taking on a camp full of goblins was a simple task. As am I. The grove will be whole again. And I promised you a reward, didn't I? Let me show you on your map where you can find the cache. Take this rune. You'll need it. Place it among the pedestals inside our library. When the wolf glows brightest, everything in the vault below will be yours.
哦，图书馆的基座吗？原来那边就可以，原来那个是用来解锁的。
Now that Halcyon is here, Korga will surely. I hope whatever rot was lurking in her heart can be swiftly cut away.
所以那个就是用来解锁是吗？ 我先施展那个，先施展那个交谈术。
Leave.
哈，这个狼还是超凶的，还是超凶的。所以这边有东西吗？没有。哇塞，这个狼还是凶巴巴的，为啥？超级讨厌主角。哎，那卡哈不在这吗？
Blessed day. I was worried I'd never see Master Halcyon. You kept your word. Thank you. I don't know if I can ever restore Sylvanus' peace to this place. But I'll have the chance. Thanks to you. Sylvanus be with...
小袋子，哎，他给主角一个小袋子是吗？啊，这两个东西是啥？那个
Wing's still a little stiff, but I'm getting.
那个他说什么图书馆的基座？哦，是这个吗？合成物品。哦，就是他刚刚给的那个，哇塞，等一下，太多东西，最新的。嗯，这个有什么顺序吗？等一下。 哦，有了，这边就可以直接通那个地下室了。所以要解完这个哈尔星的任务之后，他才会给你这个，给你这个狼的符，才可以通到那个地下去。哇，可以挖东西啦！那个，我们叫那个卡拉克来帮忙挖。他那个负重最高，哎，长柄刀。
Something about this blade. It feels sad. 提升对寒冷的抗力，那什么防寒衣是吗？ 但是这边大部分东西是空的，空的，一点用都没有。哎，还有别的吗？这个动物交谈药水、高等治疗药水、毒药、抗毒剂，其实好像也没什么特别多的东西，大概就是那个1、2项装备吧。对，就这样。说是金库，但也没有什么，但也没什么特别多的东西。里面几乎都是空的哈，不应该期待这些德鲁伊的，毕竟他们应该看起来也没多有钱。有1、2项装备算不错。那个卡哈跑去哪了？那卡哈没在这吗？对
对，那个卡哈没在这、啊。本来想看能不能找他对话，可是他好像不在这里、啊。
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
The tieflings have gone. Good. I wish them well.
对，那这边看起来应该是没啥特别的。那这个雕像，哦，就是这个雕像嘛。
We wasted. Sylvanas taught us a.
主要就是拿这个东西吧，还有这个是哦，就是那个神像是吗？哎，会获得一个状态。西凡纳斯的祝福，对自然跟巡视有擅长哦。在这边泡一下就会有这种，在这边泡一下会有这个，会有这个，会有这个 buff 哎。但是要在他的那个影响范围之下，你离开了之后就没有了。
Things are starting to calm down, thanks.
好，我想一下，接下来要先想，我想先看一下那个这边下面，就是之前那个暗夜之歌的路线。上面还有2个路线穿越山隘。还是我要先走上面这个，上面这个就是卡拉克的任务，但那边还有一个。哇，这游戏那个尸体可以放这么久、啊，这尸体都放在现在还没有处理掉。我在想要要不要先上去，还是先算了，先上去那边看看好了，因为那边好像是主线了。它基本上有个大主线了，我解决完树丛那一个地方之后，应该解决完树丛那个地方之后，应该就是个主线了，因为那边应该是主线路。那边上面没有传送点吗？哇塞，这个家伙还在睡，睡多久？超扯的。
Damn, it's good to be alive.
我叫卡拉克直接戳死他，呵，叫卡拉克直接戳死他。那现在有2条路可以选，一个是走山路，然后一个是走那个。我先走过去这边看看好了。我记得这边还有一场。我这边还有一场遭遇战之类的啊！我要先想一下那一场怎么打。那个。
I don't suppose you've any clue where we are in relation to water.
From this distance between Elturel and Baldur's Gate, I'd say a long way away.
Hey.
Ah, that will make getting word to my mother rather tricky. No matter. What she doesn't know can't hurt her. Not at this distance, anyway.
干了又有问题了，要拿那个东西给他吃。
My condition likes being ignored as little as I do. I must consume another artifact. And soon.
武器附魔，我看一下这个慈善外套我要啊。亢奋状态。可以治疗恢复，但有可能陷入睡眠状态。啊，好吧，这个给他，看起来超没用的，给他。
Thank you.
你到底 OK 了没？每天都要喂，这样 OK 了没？我真的好像是每次长休都要喂2、3次，真的。
Good gods. It hardly has any effect. Oh, Mistra, have mercy on us all. Listen, I need to speak to you, to all of you. It would be unconscionable of me to remain silent. I might just be about to remedy that. You have to know who I was. You have to know who I really am. What I am is a walking shadow of the promise I once held. I'm what one might call a wizard prodigy. Who from an early age could not only control the weave, but compose it. Much like a musician or a poet. Such was my skill that it earned me the attention of the mother of magic herself. The Lady of Mysteries. The goddess Mistra. She revealed herself to me and she became my teacher. In time, she became my muse. And later, even my lover.
你说你上过女神，你这个话也太直接了吧！这个是怎样？有一天那个看起来像是中二国中生写的小说。有一天他天赋奇才，天赋异禀。有一天就引发了一个女生的注意，然后跟他变成了情侣。对，就是那个中二国中生会写的会写的 YY 小说。你说话半个字都不进。
Oh yes, we enjoyed each other's company, body, mind, and soul.
我都不知道他前女友这么威哎！看你前女友这么威哦。
Powerful a wizard we mortals can become. We never scratch more than the surface of the weave. Mistra keeps us in check. There are boundaries she doesn't let us cross. Yet, every time I was with her, I stood on the precipice, gazing into the wonders that lay beyond. I sought to cross her boundaries. I tried to convince her. I pouted. I pleaded. Swore my ambition was only to serve her better. She only smiled and told me to be contented. But inconceivable as it seems to me now, I shared a bed with a goddess, and yet I wasn't satisfied. So I sought to prove myself worthy to her instead. We come now to the crux of my folly. Shall I share the story behind it, or would you rather head straight to its sordid finale?
请你是说见不得的部分。好啦，你既然要讲的话，就一直讲到底。
A very long time ago, a mighty lord lived in a tower, a flying tower.
这边就是有关盖尔的剧情，他会跟你解释说为什么他会有这个病症之类的。
Is that he sought to usurp the goddess of magic so that he could become a god himself. And he almost managed, but not quite. And his entire empire, Netheril, came crashing down around him as he turned to stone. The magic that was unleashed that day was phenomenal. Roiling like the prime chaos that outdates creation. Even the weave itself could not withstand the onslaught. It fractured, then shattered, and all magic was lost to the mortal realms, until the day Mistra returned. She restored the weave, reuniting all its scattered shards. Or so I thought. Until, in the course of my studies, I learned of a book. A Netherese tome in which a piece of the fractured weave had been sealed beyond her reach. What if, I thought, what if, after all this time, I could return this lost part of herself to the goddess? You know me. My gestures can never be grand enough. I was certain that this deed of raw power, draped in romance, would convince Mistra to take me by the hand and welcome me into her hitherto forbidden domains. I was mistaken. I obtained the fabled book and took it into my study. As for what happened next... Here. Place your hand over my heart. Let me show you.
我跟你说，这是盖尔自作自受的一个过程吗？这是盖尔自作自受的一个过程吗？
Into the dark. You see through Gale's eyes, staring down the corridors of a dread memory. A book, bound, and suddenly opened. Inside there are no pages, only a swirling mass of blackest weave that pounces. Its teeth, its claws, it's unstoppable as it digs through and becomes part of you. And God says it ever hungry.
What is it? What do you see?
阿斯特伦，你也可以，你等一下可以再看一次。你应该叫你叫盖尔换，你可以叫盖尔等一下再帮你演一次。
Thankfully, the moment I absorbed the fragment wasn't enough to kill me outright. It was only the beginning.
所以他的身体因为吸了那个魔王，才会一直有这种奥数饥渴，是吗？
Blight, this orb, for lack of a better word, is balled up inside my chest, and it needs to be fed. As long as I absorb traces of the weave from potent enough sources, it remains quiet. Were it ever to fully destabilize, however, I will erupt.
哦，直接是个大炸
The
弹。
exact magnitude of the eruption, but given my studies of Netherese magic,
你等一下，原来他
say
带
even
的
a
是核，
fragment as
他是
small
核
as the
弹
one
哦
I。carry, it'd level a city the size of Waterdeep.
好啦，主角身边总是，主角身边的伙伴越来越劲爆了。你一开始以为阿斯是个吸血鬼，还想偷袭你，好，这已经有点可怕了。没想到盖尔是，盖尔已经是行走的核弹了。原来你没有定时喂他吃那些东西，它会爆炸。这个更扯，它是一个行走的核弹。他没有那个魔法衣物稳定它的状态的话，它就会爆炸，超扯的。
I know. All of this. It must feel like a betrayal. Say the word, and we'll part ways.
不行啊，盖尔，你是我的法师，我不能让你走啊！那个。
That is a great relief.
反正主角身边有吸血鬼，再带一个核弹没什么差别。
You truly are a soul that steals my own. From all my new rallied heart, I thank you. I thank you all. I understand if you stand against me. I'm humbled if you stand with me. Either way, I will do my best not to let you down. I stand at a precipice, but if you do not give up hope, neither shall I. I'll fight. I'll resist as long as I can. Now, even I am tired of the sound of my own voice. Let us venture forth.
好像是一个自作自受的过程呢。有没有听一下？听了这个过去之后，你就觉得好像是盖尔自作自受的一个过程，有点可怜，但好像也是他自己自作自受。我看看其他人的想法是怎样。
What can I do for you,
没有
my friend?
你们没有对你听完之后没有任何反应吗？
Soldier.
也是啊，不过他们的队友都是些奇奇怪怪的。
I do enjoy our conversations. What do you need? If it should ever come to that, if I ever know I am no longer able to stop it, I will do anything I can to ensure no one but me pays for my mistakes. I will find the remotest place on the surface of Faerun, or perhaps far below in the depths of the Underdark. I will await that death, alone. I promise I will not betray your trust. You kept me by your side despite the menace that I am. If worst comes to worst, I will be long gone before the curtain falls. Ah, yes. Karsus. Karsus was perhaps the most powerful wizard that
所以
ever
盖尔的
lived.
剧情是想办法帮他拆他体内那颗炸弹是吗？我真的联想是这样，那爸爸帮他拆那个炸
And
弹
he。tried. With a spell of his own devising, he endeavored to usurp in one fell swoop the power of the goddess of magic. Mistral, she was called then. Imagine what it must have felt like to be a god, to know yourself, to be untouchable, to be mistaken. As Karsus aimed his spell at her, she began to unravel, and with her, the entire weave. Too late did he realize what he had unleashed. It would have been the end of everything had not Mistral sacrificed herself. The goddess of magic is all magic. By dying, the entire weave was lost, and the spell that challenged a god failed. It was the end of Mistral, the end of Karsus, and the end of an entire civilization. As the child who would be a god was turned to stone, his empire came crashing down around him. The floating cities of Netheril were no more. An event that came to be known as Karsus's folly. For a spell, Mistral was reborn as Mistra. Upon her return, the weave returned with her. Now, so many centuries later, I try to follow in the footsteps of Karsus. Not to destroy Mistra, but to prove my love for her. I tried to control only a fraction of the magic that was unleashed that fateful day. I merely sought to return one tiny diamond to an imperfect crown. Gale's folly, one might call it. History, repetition. It's the way things go.
这都是一个自作自受过程，历史重演的一个自作自受过程嘛？好吧。所以这边我相信，喂完3件那个魔法衣物之后，盖尔就跟你说他如何变成这样的，他身体里面到底是装了一个核弹，他身体怎么装了一个核弹的过程。就是这个吗？
That orb seems powerful. What can it do once it's extracted?
Nothing good can come of it unless it is contained. Why?
It might be useful.
是在安妮塔拿来用，他是在说这个核弹看起来尾巴，看起来挺好用的，他想要拿来用一下。这个是要怎么打？直接过去打那个。 几批这个任务失败自爆。刚刚那个盖尔就跟你说他如何，他那个如何在自己身体里面自己弄一个核弹。我方面也觉得他自作自受，他那个感觉很自作自受的感觉。哇塞，这边到底有几只？从这边看一下。 忍者都是4等的，其实在这边都4等，刚好如果进回合制的话，就可以用俯瞰视角。哇塞，都在这，都是3、4等的。有时候觉得主角身边已经开始聚集越来越多怪人，有一个吸血鬼还不够。 现在有一个，现在又多了一个核弹哥，哎，这个。
Now they see me.
这个隐蔽不了啊，这个。
Delicious.
他一定要过去才能，他一定要过去才能打那个。
Bye forever, pal. Heading out.
Ah, 一样子用头指那个。哇塞，超强！他一头一次死一只那个。
Step by step.
哦，直接炸死一只，好，超快，直接炸死一只。
This will do nicely. A subtle approach.
Well, so much for peace. Watch this.
好了，随便抽随便死，这个。哎，这是被咬爆是吗？啊，这边还有啊，那个，我记得这边之前有触发那个，这边之前有触发那个什么有触发那个战斗剧情的，那应该在更前面是吗？在更前面他们被攻击了，那应该在更前面的地方吧？我现在就是在找那个任务点。好像是这前面吗？哦，对对对，是这。我记得这个超难搞。
Someone's fighting the gnolls. We should help.
Don't be a fool, lad. Shut your mouth and keep your head down. Leave the heroics to them that don't value their own skin.
我只要靠近就一定会触发这一段就对了。
Over here.
Leave no trace.
我在想，我不能，我能不能先潜伏到，我能不能先潜伏到上面啊？那个一靠近就直接触发啊。
Da da da.
我不能，能不能先偷射那一只？这样卡拉克偷射几只？这个，哦，可以，先射一只。
Hear that? Someone's fighting the gnolls. We should help.
Don't be a fool, lad. Shut your mouth and keep your head down. Leave the heroics to them that don't value their own skin.
75%，这些都75%。现在这个小姐应该可以一击杀死一只。靠，75还是75%还没命中，太惨了吧！
Dance macabre. Step quick.
只有35%，哇塞！而且这个血超多。
Time to press ahead.
What fools these mortals be.
Knees high. Handy.
对啊，我的卡拉克一剑，戳击可以一个，丢一个可以直接戳一个，对。
Outmaneuver them. Time for a new approach.
而且卡拉克开狂怒的话可以丢2次。啊，现在要先想办法解决，先想办法解决这几只。我说要再调整一下主角技能，有些技能看起来好像没有很实用，因为技能不是战斗用的啦，比较适合那个。
Best be on my way.
I don't fancy their chances.
哈哈，居然还有强算，超扯！那个 好了，音波一次炸2只，那个。
Knight to King 5.
好，现在可以专心围殴这2只。那个，果然等级提升之后会比较好打一点。那个。
Still on my feet.
好了，这就交给其他人解决。然后呢，卡拉克先那个。
Time for a cull. Yes, here. Yes.
哈哈，这个就交给阿斯，这个就剩下的交给阿斯人吃饱。这个。
Put him up.
Gone with the weave. With haste.
I'm heating up.
我先调一下，让这个小姐去丢死他，让这个小姐努力丢死他。那个，但是会被那棵树挡住啊。那个。
Aye aye.
对啊，所以我刚刚应该调一下那个位置，从那个另一边过去，就钻到那个树，就钻到那个树的旁边，他会被那个树挡住，小姐的攻击会被树挡住，我就知道从那个地方过不去，丢不到。哦，晚安啊，我就剩那一只，对。应该是这边有人路上被这些那个豺狼人给袭击。刚刚我路上看到尸体，就应该是这些豺狼人弄的。这边可以丢得到吧？这应该就被树挡住了。不是啊，这个树也太烦了吧！ 这个树一定是，这个树一定是故意惹我麻烦的。太夸张了吧！这个树的那个手背范围这么大，刚好就是被那个树挡到。哦，这个，不然就是要再调一下角度，超麻烦。这个位置会被挡到吗？不然我就要想办法用急走，用我们急走之后再丢投掷那个。哎，这真的麻烦哎。还是先用跳，不行，那个。
Easy as.
哈，我真的只用一个急走，我真的只用急走走过去。
Have to keep going. Good idea, Carla.
哈哈，这小姐可以一直狂丢，超爽的啦。那个。
There's a parasite in that corpse, brimming with potent magic.
我的输出主力都是靠这个小姐，开那个狂怒一直狂丢，我的输出主力都靠她。
Gods, you're a sweet sight. Are any of my crew still alive out there? This whole journey's been one grim sight after another. Gnolls, goblins, drow. Risen Road's more dangerous than ever. You're the first friendly face we've seen since Eltergard. We're bound for Baldur's Gate. Got some cargo to deliver. But we've a stop to make along the way. Trinkets for some rich tosser in Baldur's Gate. He gets his shiny baubles. We get a handful of Terenths. Rich men place more value on wine and fine clothes than on the lives of folks like me. It's a pretty bit of frippery that'll sit on a mantle gathering dust. But the pay for delivering it makes the risk worthwhile.
我的主角威吓他吗？好，既然都已经这样了，来呀，试试看，这个。
Listen, I'm indebted to you, and that's why
I'm giving you a chance to walk away before you get yourself killed. You made short work of the gnolls. Reckon you'd make shorter work of me and the boy. But we're not merchants, we're Zahenterim agents. Steal from us and you'll have a price on your head. If there are valuable goods on the move, the Black Company's always involved. We're the grease that keeps the wheels of commerce turning. And we don't take kindly to people who meddle in our business. This is the point when a clever lass like you accepts my gratitude and walks away.
幽诗人嘴炮功力。
I like the way you think. Didn't expect to turn this horror show to my advantage, but why not?
The chest's all yours. Damn thing's sealed tighter than a duke's purse strings, so there's no point in trying to open it. I know a fence in Baldur's Gate who'll take it off your hands. Nobody will be the wiser.
Don't try to cut me out of the deal, though. The Black Network has eyes and blades everywhere. Crafty swine like you could make a name for yourself in the Zahenterim. Make sure to drop by our hideout. Passphrase at the door is Little Serpent, Long Shadow. I'll tell my associates to expect you.
哇，所以主角可以说服他哎，主角可以说服他把那个箱子直接拿走，不用跟他为敌，然后还拿到了那个，拿他们组织的密码。果然那个幽诗人就靠嘴炮功力行走天下，一个嘴炮就直接解决。命中敌人时，为了命中敌人将会陷入疯狂状态哦。哦，这个可以一直回生命值。但是如果没有一直伤害敌人的话，就会陷入失控状态，是吧？所以之前那个，所以他们就是运送这个货物还那么多那个，运送这个货物死这么多人啊。
Marked in blood.
Remember, getting that chest to Baldur's Gate is your job. Then we share the profits.
哈哈，这个家伙就这样子。那个箱子在里面是不是？哇塞，那个。
Something over there.
I'll be glad when we're out of this bloody cave.
有个黏糊糊的手印，这个就只能那个，好吧，只能用撬锁了。这个就只能用撬锁把它开启了。好了，叫阿斯戴罗来撬好了。这个。那家伙怎么不顺便把钥匙给我嘞？哎，这是啥？铁烧瓶，可能会约束敌人跟朋友的烧瓶，使前者变成后者。这什么东西？古怪能量，哦， 可以让朋友变成敌人的东西吗？其他好像就是很普通，主要就是这个东西，是不是？应该主要是这个东西啊。没关系，反正我还是撬开了，就这样。应该主要是这个东西。他们要送的货就是这个奇怪的烧瓶，完全不知道这是干嘛用的。送去营地放，这个。
Looking ahead.
I'll be glad when we...
Remember, getting that check. Remember, get...
把箱子放在博德之门，应该是主要把那个里面的东西带到博德之门就好了吧？我真的带这个箱子，打破了箱子的封印，把它还回去毫无意义。现在也是看来它是我们的了。还是说可以把这个箱子带回去？带回去之后再看，直接给他吗？因为我就是因为我就是打不开，所以我就是带不回去啊。所以就是要箱子整个带走，好吧？我认了。对，我就想说，那因为我刚尝试打开来，发现里面是个奇怪的东西，我拿着好像也没啥意义，所以我只能把它带回去就对了。
Well, well, well.
好了，卡拉克带走，直接整个带走，那个，那只能交给我的那个那个负重高的。也可以试着找它的主人，之后就对我刚刚尝试打开来，发现里面是个好奇怪的东西。对，所以我就请卡拉克来带走，然后再把它送到营地去。那个看起来是个超奇怪的东西，看一下哦，对，这个箱子应该可以送到营地去吧？没差，那我之后再整理一下这个包包好了。我现在身上也是乱七八糟一堆东西。对，因为我刚刚就想要尝试打开，发现里面是个奇怪的东西，开了也没啥意义的感觉。对，打开之后这个任务就中断，所以要继续进行的话，可能需要之后再看说这个箱子能有什么用，就只能先暂时放在营地去了。然后对，这个就是，然后那边是卡拉克的任务线。啊，今天应该打不完。我之后先回去准备一下，那边就卡拉克任务线，我之后就会先回去准备一下，再去打那个卡拉克任务线这样子。对，这边就会遇到一个商队，然后拿到那个箱子，那个应该是之后去博德之门会有后续剧情吧？好，我就今天刚好玩到这好了。我就然后之后我就要把这边的任务都解一解之后再去下一个地区这样。对啊，那今天谢谢大家，我就今天就玩到这里这样。我那个后天再继续，因为我后天从晚上9点就大概从这个地区开始吧。对啊，那今天谢谢大家，我就今天先玩到这。对啊，谢谢大家，拜拜。